potential with this, and it also allows to set up for more of Silas's ult steals. Like, even if he steals the Chaos Storm, it works well with the Rel. Steal the Nara ultimate works well with the Rel. Steal the Silas or steal the Skarner ultimate with Silas, and Impale with the Rel ultimate. I feel like it empowers BDD in a really cool way, while also gives Duckdom a pretty stable laning phase. And the Kai'Sa, I think it's not a bad pick necessarily, but I think it's very risky. There's a lot of ways to lock up a single target. You know, if Gnar hits somebody, then the gravity well is dropped on top of them. The Skarner's impaling, and Smash can follow up on all that very well. He doesn't have the same sort of long-term
Feel a little bit silly. A whole lot that we're going to find out here in this game number 1 of the Telecom War. Let's get into it. Oh man, fans very loud. T1 will match.
Yeah, Rel on a winning streak.
Yeah, massive one. 6 wins in a row. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, and a lot of these without, I mean, actually most of them without Misfortune. That was kind of the old combo after Rel stopped being a jungler and was more of a niche support. Looking really good right now. Grasp, by the way, for Faker and Doran as we have engaged.
Crashdown does come in, but that is a heroic charge and a first blood for Smash. Wei, not sure about that one. Maybe he should have listened to casting. This could be a big deal as Vault Breaker does come in, flashes in front to make sure that Ona can't get out as BDD's going to flash in, lands the chains, and picks up his first kill, but Faker's going to immediately answer. Now you've got a Rel coming over, another Vault Breaker going to land. There's the crash down, but it's going to get the flash out from Faker. I'm a bit perplexed as of right now.
There are gaping holes in gold around the map if you're a KT fan, though, and this is just one of them. It looks like he just whittled them down earlier. Well, it's level 6 off the last minion, and has his Mega Gnar. Does the Unstoppable get used?
He just gets not into the wall. Wallop.
It doesn't.
Crush him.
Yeah. It doesn't get to Unstoppable his way out of that one.
Huh. Yeah. Sometimes you just get chain CC'd. And, yeah. All right, Cuz going to be looking for the first dragon. Perfect. Will be able to grab one of these grubs as well. So that is going to deny a feat of strength for that dragon.
Everything's coming up T1's way, and it may come up even more.
KT can't be playing too aggressively here as Duckdom isn't going to find the ulti. There's another heroic charge, and Wei, I mean, he did have the Aftershock this time, but it wore off, and then he died. And so unfortunately, the Rel is dead for a second time here this game. Duckdom has thankfully been able to hold on.
The one thing I'm worried about is what BDD can get done with the Silas and his steals.
Well, there is a Chaos Storm available, and there is the cease and desist. Cuz not going to let him live this time, and BDD is able to finish that off. His flash came off side, but they get a very early flash. T1 going to move over and look for this first dragon, though. That'll be the first quarter of their second feat of strength. Sandals being put together quite nicely.
Yeah, and this is utilizing their bot prio very well. Cuz went topside but didn't have flash or ult, so not really a play to be made there. Sandals are incoming.
Incoming. That is going to be 5, so there we go. And T1 have a lot more pushing power as well. This mid-game, Ona can just press this button over and over again, and Duckdom, he had flash, guys, and he uses barrier and dies.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool to not flash if you don't get hit by anything, and he thought he could. Or he thought he could avoid, but he unfortunately did not. I think flashing the situation is
dead. There's an Impale.
Oh, God.
And Wei's going to have to flash. He does manage to do so, as at least they do manage to get some damage onto Carrier. Cease and desist, as another crash is going to come through. Cuz is dead. You didn't ban Skarner, guys. As all right, let's see what BDD can do. Diving towards Smash here as best he can. Gets a killer instinct, but he's dead. Wei's dead. Faker's in there. They're going to take down the turret. This is a catastrophe. What is going on?
See you in game 2. That's all I can say. That was almost really cool, right? Duckdom almost got out without using his flash.
Well, Chains of Corruption here as Duckdom is looking for the 1v1 against Faker. Death Ray almost kills him as the piercing arrow does a lot of damage, but not enough to kill him.
They turned that fight. They almost killed Faker.
Yeah.
But a lot of almost stacked together, so being a whole lot of 0 actually only counts if you can succeed. And that's another turret down.
Yep, they got the strong shoes as well from that mid lane outer turret falling down. Then they would have got...
KT feel like they have to... Okay. This...
Oh, dear. Let's see whether they can kill Doran. He gets the Mega Gnar. Don't know about the flash, but it's going to do its job as Wei is just dead once again. Perfect and Faker are fighting. The Cassante doing some work here as they take down the Silas. Owner is deciding where he wants to drive, and you can see up here, nothing going to come of that battle. Yeah, KT, I mean, it's just not working.
Smash has a perfect KDA, Atlas.
Yeah?
It fits right in.
It's looking real good. As Docdom, all right, lying in wait, wanting to get the Chains of Corruption. He hits it on the Skarner, and then gets impaled, and now he's dead. And the Skarner, did he notice? I'm not entirely sure. Another heroic charge coming on through here onto Cuz. Decent crash down, though, as Carrier may be falling, but not before Wei goes down. It's a double kill for this Skarner. Look, I don't know whether the win rate of Skarner is going to be changing, but deaths did double.
Out faster instead of waiting, and I don't know, Atlas.
I mean, I think if he was just quiet and stood there, maybe it would have been okay, but it was not.
Yeah, if you come at the king, you best not miss. I don't.
Yeah, something like that. And I'm starting to believe you. Let's see, maybe KT can surprise us. They definitely surprised Smash right there. Chains of Corruption connect, and Docdom going to be able to grab the kill. That is a shutdown, and that is a fair bit of money going into the right hands here.
First death ever on the LCK stage.
Oh my goodness. He has a definable KDA to start us off. It's great to see. It's Cuz, speaking of great to see, actually looking for an opportunity towards his bottom side as All Out going to be used. Doran actually still getting a lot of work done as the Vault Breaker is avoided. Faker teleports in. Perfect in a little bit of trouble. Chains connect though from BDD. They do take down the Gnar, and now T1 with a few on the floor. This is the best way to beat Skarner. It's fine. He couldn't do anything about the only time that he died.
Yeah, no, I mean, he just got jumped on, you know?
Yeah, just got vied.
Anyone can get vied. It could happen to you right now.
Exactly.
Don't look behind you. Just focus on the cast.
I know, like anyone here in LoLPark could just cease and desist me at any point.
Especially G-Sun.
I'm always actually wary of it. I'm always on edge. I'm glad that we've now vocalized it. It might help me deal. As G-Sun did just tell me that I'm good, at least for this game.
I mean, it's fearless, so you won't have to worry about it after this.
All right, T1 going to utilize the Rift Herald to try and take down this inner turret, and by try to take down, as the Rift Herald is going to try and get some value because it was almost dead before Shelly's charge even came through. Carrier actually going to save Shelly's life, at least for a moment.
We've come so far in terms of our Herald driving here at the LCK.
Let's just scry it, but is it too late? And I think the answer is yes, because if you commit to this and it doesn't work out, it's a disaster, as the Keeper's Verdict is going to be stolen here by BDD. And that's all they really managed to do. But now the teleport is coming in. Faker, that is a flank angle if ever I've seen one. The all-out means he goes even further. Cuz going to join in, but he goes golden. He breaks the arm guard, and he will be sent back home. Of course, not really punished all that much. Wei is likely to die here as Owner is going to crash him into the wall. And yeah, he'll crash down, but he is certainly still out. And KT, they lose one. Could have been worse, perhaps.
We're heading over to this Baron. That damage plus his torch will be very nice at rushing this one down. Now, Cuz still has flash. He didn't use it, like I said. I mean, maybe there's a miracle angler. BDD has hijack back. Where's Doran's position? He's got the Gnar.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh dear.
Maybe.
Corruption is going to stop Owner for now. They're focusing the Skarner and actually doing a fair bit of damage here as Docdom. We're going to try and still get these autos in. Carrier dives forward, playing pretty good defense, but so is Perfect. Able to knock him back. KT surviving for what feels like such a long time, and cease and desist is still up and available. Smash. Is he going to do it? That Killer Instinct, he dives into the backline. The Magnus Storm, the immediate reaction, and BDD smashes him into the wall. It is still Otacon buff that's available, so T1 can pretty happily do this, as Carrier managing to survive for way too long. They take the 100 gold from him, but they lose their Varus and their Vi. BDD, the Chain Lash comes in, he dodges the boulder, and the chains are not quite long enough. Oh, T1 can now move back towards the Baron and get to work on it. It felt like a hype situation from yesterday, but it wasn't, because Smash had Otacon buff, so now he's back. He's here to help assist with this Baron, and Cuz is dead. That is going to be a guarantee on that one. They've got a Cloud Soul if they'd like it to immediately follow up, and it will be a 10,000 gold lead.
You know how we've had these kind of graphics come up sometimes to talk about, like, oh, it's one of the first time we've seen this champion. Well, sometimes the LCK gives some information that the people might not be aware of, like, oh, Res, they're going to respawn. It doesn't necessarily matter, and that was their one chance, their one fighting chance, and now it feels like there's just nothing left.
Yep. And now they're even not able to sweep this ward in the Tri-Brush, which is giving T1 all the information that they will ever need. And Keeper's Verdict going to miss this time around. as Cuz will find Faker in the backline, but then he will be found by Owner as well. So Cuz is very dead. That's going to be the first one to go down, as Doctom's trying to get some autos in, but he's just dead. Not a lot of opportunity to do anything. The flash doesn't quite work. He wanted to get over that wall, and Perfect is going to acquiesce to his request. And then that might just be all the positive news here for KT, as Perfect will be knocked down. And T1, with most of KT now on the floor, they should be able to walk up and finish this one off. Already the teleport's coming in. Faker, he is done with this game.
He really is. And I think you and I have been for about 15 minutes.
Wait, sorry, 28 minutes and 17 seconds, Wolf, that's about it. Wait, when was Skarner locked in?
Probably about 30 minutes ago?
Yeah, 30 minutes ago, something like that. Yeah, this champion is very, very strong, but T1 also playing exceptionally well. KT not quite able to make this composition work. They will throw some buttons down now, but their Nexus will not be saved. And T1
you can set up for a punch or a taunt, and Italy Spear always connects, so I'm going to be honest, I feel like some parts of this draft for KT Rollster I could get behind, like the Jinx plus Leon. I'm like, cool.
Real way to get in. So much of this hinges on Doran is what it kind of feels like to me. Playing well so far. See how he goes right here. All right, here we are, ladies and gentlemen.
BDD, on the other hand, is going to come up here. They have a really nice setup here for Grubs now. Way also on the flank, and T1 need to be really respectful here. Faker can ult in, but it's a risky call.
Yeah, Honeyfruit going to be eaten here by BDD, as Cuz will be able to take down the first Grub. Can actually just back away now if they would like to, but instead they're going to pull it out. Perfect going to just shock blast the wave. See what he can get done here, as the Grandmaster's Might now available here for Doran.
Perfect is keeping KT in this game, man. His control of the top lane, his pushback on Smash there, the group that they have with Cuz coming up there super fast to the Grubs means it's really difficult for T1 to enter. And even with Jinx, not having a ton of money, KT are able to get the first objective on lock here.
It'll be a difficult time. However, if T1 just have full control of the area, they have a lot of range, they have a lot of poke, and that could be their avenue to success.
That's what I'm really thinking is going to be what this game looks like, based on what we've seen so far. But being 30 CS behind, as anyone who's played solo queue with a support that's trolling you as an AD carry, as long as you don't die though and you keep farming, that 30 CS gap, so big of a gap that it's unwinnable.
Ooh,
and Perfect, man, he is crushing it.
BDD's committed to the ulti in. Doran, Grandmaster's Might does come down. Teleport from Faker gets him there very, very slowly. It's a bit of a turtle port.
Very relevant, even behind in CS as a side lane threat. Wei does have flash, should be okay here. He's not even going to take that much damage to the clips. But
oh my god, that's so much poke. True Shot Barrage kills him.
All right. Well, I thought I cast her.
That's what happens when you get hit by everything, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
And when Eclipse is down, it hurts a little bit more.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, well that should be an equalization of Grubs.
True Shot Barrage from him. The thing about this situation, I was going to mention going to the Jax and all that before Wei really overextended there is, if they get 4-5, the Jax is significantly weaker as a side lane threat because he doesn't have those Grubs in his pocket. He's down on CS, but now they're even in Grubs.
Oh dear.
And, I mean, Doctom is not in a safe place.
Well, in goes Wei. He's trying to get revenge as BDD is dashing forward. Super Mega Death Rocket doesn't do anything, but that does not matter. They still answer the death of Wei with a kill on carrier. Support for support.
Yeah.
No first blood for KT. As Cuz looking to deny this feat of strength.
Okay, this is a really, really scary position, though, for KT Rollster. If they lose this fight decisively, I mean, they might not have a way back in this game.
Yeah, Vegas Teleport just about to come back up again as Wei goes in, finds the Solar Flare. Super Mega Death Rocket landing his carrier so incredibly low. Doran, no option, cannot do anything, and there goes the Drake as well. It's beautifully played here for KT to make sure that they deny those feats of strength and get even more. And now the Jace able to teleport back to the top side so that first Turret Blood not going to go over as well. BDD with some spare time in the bot lane will be answered by T1 trying to push in mid here. Yeah, I think there will be an opportunity here for KT to be able to remove these minions.
Only a plate goes over, it's very split. BD is going to get one though solo, and the bottom lane much stronger. We'll see if Doran teleports to the bottom lane, because he's going to trade with Faker, who will get interrupted, but then punches his way away. You can see that on the minimap.
Rift Sculler, very, very nice. As Bit of a change in position here between Doran and Perfect. Doesn't work out so well for Doran, though, as he does lose his counter-strike. True Shot Barrage to get rid of the minion wave, as this could be a solo kill unless Wei decides to come over and steal it. But the Leap Strike going to be there, and Doran will survive for the moment.
Jinx Rocket, though.
Mega Death Rocket is sailing by Majestic, or by the True Shot Barrage, as now Doran looking for that angle. They poke Shelly in the eye. Let's see whether they do manage to lock this one down. That's the steal from Ona. That gets them the feats of strength, but can they win the team fight? Doran already going to go down. Doctom getting excited, and the essence is picked up by BDD. Throws the Orb of Deception through, and it looks like KT just wanted to get out of there, but Faker says no! Doctom goes down, and BDD has to flash to get out of the way. Spirit Fire going to give him that extra movement speed. He gets himself out of there. They are going to try and clear out whatever vision they can find. Faker still waiting, knows the BDD's up here as well, so has some opportunity to stick around on the top side of the map.
Yeah, this is a really, really awkward spot here for KT. Last time I said that, though, they were able to fight their way through with Wei going for a crazy engage. Faker can both show up with his ult and close to the objective is a big problem for KT Rollster, and they just can't really have that same Wei set. This time he's isolated.
Oh god, and he's by himself. Like, why are we doing this? He does manage to get some CC onto Smash, who may not have wanted to go this far forward, but Faker is there to protect him. Owner in the backline, Cuz almost kills him, finally does. Managed to take him, that's a solo kill? That's kind of insane. Where is Smash going? This fight is all over the place, but Doctom is the one that's truly isolated, and Perfect does not find the Shock Blast. Yeah, okay, it almost looks okay for KT, but T1 really turned that one around, and it should be a free dragon for them.
Yeah, close but no cigar, a story of many almost.
There's no Skarner on the opposing side, so I think it's infinitely better here for KT. I think KT fans can feel like it's not just completely over right now, as Faker gets a cute little taunt and stops Perfect from pushing this one up. Looks like Cuz is going to be able to get this Infernal Drake without too much hassle. And it's Otacon towards the top side of the map that might be the option here as far as a trade for T1. Or maybe catching Doctom in transition.
Up turret is an opportunity for
Oh, BDD dives on top of Ona. Solar Flare is going to stun him up there as well. He gets heals, but it's not going to be enough. And now Cuz, Warrior Trickster over, looks for the Cyclone, gets the knock up. Super Mega Death Rocket connects. Smash gets over the wall though, and that Shock Blast does not land. They may need to take a Consolation Carrier, and there it is. Cuz going to be able to knock down that kill, and with two dead, one of them being the jungler, it may be time to grab themselves an Otacon, as this True Shot Barrage is going to soften them up momentarily, teleport in to stop Doran from just destroying their house. BDD wants to remove the minion wave, but it's not going to be enough, actually. That turret is going to die.
The True Shot Barrage from Smash is actually super valuable here. I mean, these health bars are so low. Doran wants to come in and contest. They may have an angle. Faker has TP as well.
Yeah, the heroic entrance going to be that without Smite, it could be a dangerous one. Doctom with the DPS. And Cuz almost just dead to Otacon, but nope, they're going to be able to take it down. Now with that buff, it's going to be difficult for Doran to really do too much, and he is just going to catch the wave. The rest of KT going to back away.
Here. We'll see what they can get. Because Perfect is going in.
Yeah, he's going in, and he may as well. He does have the Otacon buff, and they're going to take down Carrier, so it's already worth it, I guess. BDD dashing around, gets a bit of extra essence by helping take down.
Really important.
So yeah, Cuz getting the double Cyclone here as Doran with that counter-strike just standing vigil, but he's not going to save Ona. Perfect going down very low. Cuz as well is in trouble. And, wait, never mind, he's actually going to be okay. Warrior Trickster comes through, and remember they have the Otacon buff, so he's playing with reckless abandon. Wei going in. Doctom is probably pretty dead at this point in time. Yeah, it's going to be Doran health blocking that one down.
Pretty rezzed.
Hey, there we go. But also still gives away a little bit of gold as BDD, I mean, cue the yakety sax. As he's underneath the enemy turret, looking to see whether he can take down Smash. He's not going to be able to.
It seems like
a charm from beyond the grave comes on through there.
One. Walking a fine line here on this dragon.
Yeah, Cuz already getting it so incredibly low as Ona out of vision right now. Faker actually engaging onto Wei. He's not really the priority target. There's the Cyclone into the back line. Faker gets interrupted. No heroic charge for him. As now Smash might have his first death of the series, but no! He arcane shifts away! Keeps himself alive. It is going to be soul point for KT. They kill Ona. It is probably still a great trade for them. but the fact that Smash survives, that's sick. And Doran trying to get on in here as Doctom able to get the Flame Chompers down. Leaf Strike to avoid them. Doctom gets taunted, but he does have the barrier. Can he keep himself alive? The answer's no. And there's the knock-up onto Cuz as well. Warrior Trickster comes in. He gets, oh my goodness, the Cinders to keep him alive as, oh, Doran, you didn't want to take that one. It's the turret is going to finish him off. And BDD is going to be able to pick up that extra money. Smash, he's just taken away the enemy jungle, living life to the fullest. I mean, all of KT can never perform at the same time. That would not be KT at all.
Yeah, somebody has to be Barrel in this case.
Exactly.
He's cosplaying.
Yeah. Oh, the zap. Oh, even gets the cat. Does he die, though? Dead. Yeah, because, yeah, Smash just chases him down, has the extra movement speed from the Inspire, and it is so doomed. Like, this should be just Baron.
This time, wait, you're not supposed to go in. Nobody's there. You're not supposed to just go back in.
But Doctom, you're not allowed to be there because Smash is chasing you down.
Dude, everybody knows exactly, like literally every person who's played more than 10 games of League of Legends knows exactly that feeling where you're like,
yeah,
I zapped that and I think it'll be okay. Like, I think I can get that. Like, hold on, let me zap that cannon and I need this money. I'm so desperate. I've been able to farm all game. It's not
being too hasty having this discussion as Faker is going to get caught out momentarily. Going to get stopped by those Flame Chompers as Wei is dead. But can they kill Faker? The Cyclone comes in and yes, they can. Carrier to go down as well, and the resets are starting to come through. BDD does need to be careful because Smash, oh, he gets charmed, and he immediately just Arcane Shift, cleanses, gets out. Doctom almost just dies to that True Shot barrage. And remember, there's a man advantage for KT, but it doesn't feel like it because Smash is here, and he's looking to just take matters into his own hands. Doran going golden at about 0 health. The zaps are connecting. You have to kill Smash, KT. You have to kill him, otherwise he will kill all of you as Perfect gets on top of him. There's the shutdown, and KT, they lose no one. Maybe and it's an ace, and that's Infernal Soul.
Maybe we were hasty. Every time you doubt KT, every time you don't have that guy, but still, even he.
Oh dear, Faker teleported in as well. That tower is not long for the world, and they lose the goat at the same time. Perfect is dealing with this, but what is going on? They're 1-3-1, and they're taking everything on the map. They have a gold lead out of nowhere. They have a Dragon Soul. I'm excited too, Doctom. I don't blame you.
Blink and suddenly KT Roaster bringing you to game.
But also, like,
feels like, but we're not there yet. But I mean, what?
It was Blink, and then T1 had Baron out of nowhere as well. Yeah. Like, this is like it's not actually League of Legends anymore. We're playing tennis or badminton or something like that.
Yeah. Oops.
Flame Chompers.
Yeah.
Doctom, where are we going, buddy?
Doctom, I think
he just doesn't walk very fast, you know?
He doesn't have flash either.
Yeah, he's now really not walking very fast. He's got barrier. Does manage to break those chains as Doran doesn't find the counter-strike. Keep walking. Flame Chompers! And Doctom will live. He even did the fear barrier, and I love it.
Cryo entirely. So now that Engage Palm lets him initiate, especially because
they're running at Doctom, who is once again taking too much damage. That is another two-shot barrage. He just walks too slow, ladies and gentlemen. Now KT trying to make up for it. Carrier gonna go down. Owner goes golden, but it does not save him. And everyone's just in the KT blender. Cuz looking for it, taking matters into his own hands. Gets the extended range on the Q, and Smash goes down. Doran is tank jacks. I don't know what he's supposed to really do here. He goes golden a little bit, and then BDD takes him down. And Faker is running for the hills. The Brambleback will be able to block some of the damage, but KT, after using Doctom as bait, are going to be able to win the fight, and it's only the GOAT that is left alive.
Well, for now.
Oh, let's see. He is now on vision. Still getting hunted down. I think he gets some Cinders. Yeah, he should be all right.
Cinders are unfair. That's cheating.
Yeah. Now KT going to get the Baron. They can now use the Baron. Maybe wait 4 seconds. But now they can use the Baron, and he's got to lock it for some reason, which is cool, because it means that maybe when the next True Shot barrage comes around, he'll be able to shield it.
Elder is going to be Faker on the flank.
Flank angle. Oh, this is kind of absurd.
Perfect is like, I don't know, something's not right.
And if they kill Cuz here, that is actually kind of huge. They spot Faker here for a moment. Doran dives in on top of Perfect, but he taxis himself out using the Galio. And Doran is now going to pay the price. Oh, T1! That may have been a game-losing play because the Elder Dragon just came up. Faker's able to get out, but it's a 4 versus 5.
All right, KT gonna have to make the call. They still have Baron. I think this pushing rather than Elder is definitely the way.
Yep, not wanting to take the risk here, but it does give them an opportunity. Oh, BDD makes the play, catches Carrier, and the zap almost lands. Smash able to create the distance over. Faker is dead, and Wei is now pushing forward. KT not risking this Elder buff at all, and it is only Smash left alive. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. He takes down Wei. At least he gets that one, but it is 3 games. It was always going to be 3 games in this telecom war.
I just cannot believe. Team fights and then side lanes. The Swain is constantly going to be a potential collapse target. He doesn't offer a ton of side lane power to empower the Ziggs and set up getting turrets off the map. Now, what he is going to offer, though, is...
mental. See how it does go as we jump onto the Rift for the final game of the first telecom war of the LCK Cup 2025. All right, KT fans pretty loud here. As Xin Zhao actually really likes owner face checking, and the bomb does come on through as he gets pulled back by the Never Move. There is the hook landing as well. The rest of T1 will turn up. See who's going to win out as far as summoner spells are concerned. No one actually blowing any just yet. As Carrier diving forward, the flash out from Cuz is going to be that first one. Never Move on to 2. No one's dead just yet though. Smash laying down all of these feathers. Owner so close to dead. This battle for the Raptors is nutty. As Carrier's going to get hooked, but unable to get pulled through, and BDD doesn't find that Never Move.
We're 2 minutes in. I mean, minions are clashing in mid, so some as well. Level 1 is Wei.
Oh, yeah, Wei going to have to flash that one. Oh no, it's game 1 all over again.
Unacceptable.
Absolute disaster.
They still got it. I was like, nah, I'm not watching 2, man. There's no way.
you never should. I think
we all saw Lion King 2, and we were like, well.
Yeah, Toy Story is the exception, not the rule.
Yes.
As is Austin Powers, I think also to a certain extent, but it's a little bit different. As okay, Smash diving on forward. Carrier is going to look for Doctor, doesn't quite get it. Good flash out, but they do manage to get the summoner spell in trade for just Carrier's 2 summoner spells. Cuz going to be taking down this dragon though, as the grubs are collected on the top side.
So it's a trade of grubs for dragon, but also they have this dive set up here potentially with owner. No wave though just yet, so that's going to be enough time to crash, or before this crashes for them to get away, but it means they're going to lose farm. BDD wants to come over here and make an impact.
Oh, okay. Well, Wei is going to get back to the turret because Doctor, he can teleport in. They do manage to claim themselves a plate. As Wei now wanting to create some space here. Vision of Empire gets some information about where Smash isn't.
That was
teleport will get the Ziggs over.
Really nice pressure relieve there from...
back as the grubs do spawn. Easy won't be able to reset in time to get over here if they do want to fight this. Equalizer could be important as Wind becomes lightning, not going to connect. Neither does the Never Move, but the hook is going to be there. They do get on top of Carrier, who does get the quickness off. Smash taking a lot of damage. Grand Starfall does bring him in. The Demon Flare available for BDD is Cuz staying alive for so long. Doesn't have flash though, so he is going to die. BDD just trying to do his best to get a kill anywhere, and it straight up doesn't work. That was a complete collapse from KT, and T1 should be able to grab themselves some extra grubs.
I mean, Carrier just totally baited them as well. Like, he's just standing there making it look like he's made a mistake, and he actually sets up with the fake out into the re-engage there from owner. So beautifully, pops his ult as well. Even going to get a demolish proc on the mid turret and then go with his lover's duel back to base. Oh, Carrier's, you know, he's definitely feeling very good about himself here.
Right, yeah, so they have to have got all.
Yeah, they have to get all.
That's the 2 that they managed to get. This is going to be feats of strength if they do manage to secure this. KT have information. Mega Inferno Bomb could actually just be thrown in to see whether he can steal it away, but they don't have the information. There it goes. Doctor was waiting for it, but waiting a little bit too long.
He's just juggling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see the grubs on any of the T1 players when they're clicked on either, on the bottom left where they normally show. So, where, if you know what I mean, especially with how level 1 went. Now, I mean, it's still a playable game here for KT. Like, the deficit was there in game 2, and they were able to come back. This isn't that same style of game, though, where you can set up a pick. It's just not really... I mean, only BDD can maybe pull somebody in with a Never Move, and then you have a big bomb dropped on their head. That could work. There's just a lot of get-out-of-jail-free cards. Even the Pantheon can just put up a shield and be like, I'm fine.
Yeah, the Pantheon kind of works very similar to Braum, which is a little bit scary, because Braum has found a lot of success so far in the LCK Cup. Doran now by himself here in this bottom lane. Perfect does have his Eclipse done. Also a cheeky Hex Drinker to keep him alive in the lane, especially when there's double AP. That makes a lot of sense. And maybe this is the time, right? Like, Arylize is complete, like BDD has got some utility. Really does need Leandres and a bit of extra damage before he's really a threat. But he's in the top lane. Faker is moving down. T1 just have so much damage if they do decide to turn, and they have decided to turn. In comes Doran, looking for that equalizer angle as public execution as they dive in on top of Faker. Can they actually kill him, though? The answer is yes, but they'll lose their Nautilus for it. Cuz has that Crescent Guard. BDD just trying to get this Demon Flare to do some more damage. It does do a fair bit off the back end as Cuz locks down the Rift Herald, and that was a better fight for KT.
Yeah, that was, you could start to see some of the Swain value in those types of extended exchanges there for BDD. Everyone for T1 just has to kind of disengage and get away. The equalizer was pretty good for Doran. It's not leading to any big kills or anything like that. KT to stick around and continue the fight. We'll be able to stop this back as well. Oh,
maybe not. Flashing on top of BDD. The Never Move does connect, but he doesn't want to bring him closer. There's the Sith Lightning! And BDD grabs the solo. Or Doran dies. I don't know what you really want to call it, but now we've got Shelly making her way out, and she'll get a charge into this outer turret as well, and maybe they'll be able to get themselves a turret.
Yeah, like maybe we'll call that the curtain of Otacon, the little wall there that he has that obscures vision. Doctom's got flash, so a little bit safer. He's going to clear this wave out.
Yeah, Owner does get some shoes together as well. His Merc Treads are allowing him to book it down towards this dragon fight. Doctom and Wei in the Banana Brush. We know Banana Brush control, so incredibly powerful.
Owner wants to ult the backline, but he also wants to stay close to the dragon so he can secure that smite.
Yeah, there's the Never Move as Faker takes the turret on the top side, immediately teleports in, is now perfect. He's going to spot the Grand Starfall. That means that Owner going to be moved out of the way of the equalizer as well, not in position. As KT, they regroup, perfect on that flank angle, wants that public execution. And T1, they do not want to risk it. I think that's smart. Vision of Empire does give vision. As Cuz almost just blows up. Mega Inferno Bomb avoided by everyone.
Yeah, that was kind of the saddest Zigzald I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was not a great one.
But that's just another turret here for T1. So yeah, T1 made the right call. Don't take a bad fight there. Just simply back away. It's only second dragon here for KT Rolster. It's not Soul Point.
Earth, Wind, and Fire though. I love that.
Doran's going to get another turret here. I don't think there's any way to answer. Perfect has TP, but isn't going to opt into it. And so that's just going to be more gold in the Rumble's pocket, which is pushing him closer to that Void Staff. Likely could be a Crypt Bloom, but make Mooney upset, so I hope it's a Void Staff in this situation. Their engages aren't necessarily as robust. They're more strong defensively.
Oh, Wei is going to find Owner here. Just puts up the door, or the shield. And Cuz is going to go in. Doran not going to overcommit to this one, or is he? Equalizer goes down. It's onto BDD and Cuz, and now Carrier looks for the opportunity, gets into that backline. The Ziggs explodes. The entire bottom lane is just already dead. BDD doing a fair bit of work, but it is not enough. Cuz trying to stay alive. The flash does not work. And T1 will wipe the floor with KT.
Yeah, there's very rarely when you make a color point where you're like, I don't know if they should ever really be the ones to attack when they don't know what's going on. It's very rarely a more picturesque
in a turret, and I just think that it is not going to work. Doctom going to turn up with Baroned up minions. They do survive for a whole lot longer than they have any right to, as now BDD is just going to get ulted by Faker. Doesn't quite find the combo, as the equalizer is also a little bit weird when there is a flash up and available. Carrier just going in because he can.
I mean, Carrier is teaching KT Rolster a lesson.
Yeah.
Like with some of these baits he's set up, some of these moments where it looks like he's caught, and he's like, no, you're locked in here with me.
And it was so face up as well. They managed to get it, second round on blue side. Oh man, I do think that this draft, it's beautiful from T1, not gonna lie, but
in a dragon fight against us, we have the ability to just rejoin. Like you can't win a dragon fight because we have Baron buff also. Like there's just no losing.
There's another equalizer that comes down as Doctom is gonna flash into Faker and just pop like a balloon. Faker just bouncing around his ultimate, looking absolutely cool while he does so. And T1, they just kill 3. And they're able to move even further forward. Perfect has decided that he just wants to try and take whatever they can. But I think he's going to be required back home because there is an invasion as T1 look to take down their first inhibitor of the game. And look for even more. Maybe they're just done with this game as Doran is just flashing on top of BDD, who just dies. Oh my god, perfect. Maybe he shouldn't have come home. Maybe he should have actually stayed in the top lane because this game is over. Nexus Turret 1 is going to go down. Nexus Turret 2 is surely to follow. And Wei, yeah, he spent a little bit of time outside of the fountain, but I think he wants back in. Please end his misery, and T1 will acquiesce. That is the